My biggest struggle has been not enough people have seen success, and I take it personally because I see some great people. I see personalities that are, I just think to myself, man, these people are going to be this massive success. They're just going to go on and conquer the world. And then when they don't, I feel to some degree like responsible for that. I say, what did I do wrong? What didn't I do to help them? And so I get kind of in a funk myself because I say, what can I innovate better to help those people succeed? Because they were so promising. Yet I also see the flip side to that coin, and that is someone who shows very little skill or even motivation sometimes, but just does what they're told to a point where they don't deter from that. They just stay on course, and that is why they're successful. And some of the most unlikely people that don't even speak English, people that don't even have a computer, end up being so wildly successful, and I mean wildly successful, that it completely breaks my norm of thinking, my way of thinking. And so, yeah, I mean, my biggest challenge is sometimes it's the people you least expect that end up being very, very successful and actually living the lives of their dreams. And you see these people that, you know, don't have anything, they're living in their car, that now have these great, beautiful homes and are living all over the world and traveling. And you're like, wow, this is such a great story, you know? And that's what lights me up. But at the same time, it's the people that I think that have so much potential that don't. And I always try to figure that out. I try to pick it apart. It's just my personality and say, creatively, how can we fix this? And, you know, and that's why I've gone on to build what I've built here. And the family that we have with this organization is just so powerful, because if I can't provide that, I know I have people around me that will help provide that. You know, when I was younger, I've had a lot of discouragement. I've had a lot of times where I just wanted to give up. I mean, I was the skinny kid in school. I wasn't great with the ball, so basketball, baseball, football wasn't my thing. I spent a lot of time swimming. I was a state swimmer in school, but I was very discouraged because I wanted to do certain things, and I just didn't have the natural ability. And so going into business, you know, there were times where I would sit there and I'd say, you know, when I was struggling, so you know what, I should maybe just go get a job. Maybe that's just the road I need to take. Maybe this thing is not going to pan out. And thank goodness I had somebody that could talk sense into me. Thank goodness I had people around me that said, you know, no matter what you do, you just keep pushing forward, you keep pressing forward, no matter what, good days and bad days, your actions always stay the same. And I've held that true. And I mean, there would be days I would just shut the door, turn off the lights, and I didn't want to talk to anyone, because I would have to negotiate with myself. Can I make this work? Can I make this happen for myself? And then, you know, reaching 30 years old, I made it, and I've seen such great success even then, and I missed the struggle. I thought to myself one day, this was like 5 years ago, I said, you know what, I almost missed the struggle. Because you do things while you're struggling and while you're pushing through the hard times and you're discouraged and people aren't maybe supportive, that magic happens. It's unreal. And now, after I've seen such great success and had such abundance now, and my attention has shifted, but sometimes I sit back, I'm like, gosh, I miss those days when you creatively find ways just to pay your bills, to make it happen, and then all of a sudden things start falling into place. So, you know, sometimes it's not always greener on the other side. You know, sometimes you take the journey every day and you're thankful for it, because as long as you stay the course, you stay obedient to that, to your dream, to your goal, to what you want, the universe kind of gets out of your way and it kind of happens, you know. And it's the people that unfortunately don't stay the course, and that's where they fall short. Yeah, I think that it's important that people step back for a minute and say, you know, I have a choice. I have a choice to live this life and take advantage of it, and take advantage of opportunities that are set in front of me, or I could not take advantage of that and not embrace that and just live out my life thinking this is all I got dealt, because I've heard it so much. You know, these are just the cards I was dealt. I'll deal with it, you know, I'll get on with my day. But do you really want to live like that? You got to make a decision. And I think people, when they make that decision, you say, you know what, I deserve better. I deserve more. I can create that. And from there, it's magical.